I know you're tired. I know you're hurting. And I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational.
You can do it!
But that just wouldn't be our style.
Welcome to Project Reclamation, where you rebuild, re-energize, and reclaim your life.
At the Steven Cabana.
Damn, look at you, bro.
He's got buns in his hair.
Look at Mike. What is it?
You need to talk into your microphone.
Oh, is it live? Is it live?
We are live.
Dude, you have there's like something going on with we are having like an inside hair battle or something. I don't even know what it is, bro.
Battle. There's no battle here.
There's no battle.
You win every day.
That is true because of this beautiful, healthy
You're my hairspiration, Steve.
Hairspiration. But dude, you have, as of last episode, your hair was just dry and not frilly. It was nothing negative. It was just
like
no product. It looked like just
troll doll.
It just looked like a cool paintbrush or something, man. I don't know. But now looking at you, what you've done is that you've slicked it back. You it looks like it's wet for sure, and it looks like you maybe put some gel in it.
Got a little bit wet, and I put a little bit of Gorilla Snot in it.
Gorilla Snot.
Here's the best part about Gorilla Snot, which I discovered thanks to Steven. Is you put that in there, it looks like kind of slicked back, like gelled, but then in about an hour, it'll be kind of dry and it'll kind of poof up a little bit, but it'll still maintain the kind of style. But you can totally run your hands through your hair, your fingers through your hair. It's like there's nothing in it. I love that stuff.
It's pretty cool, man. Honestly, if I could want one thing, because I have consistently bought Gorilla Snot for the last 5 years.
This episode is brought to you by Gorilla Snot.
By Ghost Gorilla Snot.
Mocha de Gorilla.
We hope that you become a sponsor.
It's like $1.
It's okay if you don't. We're still going to use your product anyway.
Yeah,
We're
it's
just
true.
such believers in it.
Dude, my dad, you know my dad's hair. Like, he has crazy hair.
Dude, your dad is, how old's your dad?
50.
He's in his 50s. He's got a full, thick-ass head of hair, no grays in it. Dude, it looks like if you just frame him up from this and you said, like, who is this guy, right? And you put, like, everything blank from his basically mid-forehead down. You would think, oh, that's a fucking probably senior in high school. I don't even know. They just probably woke up, like, really late and now is late for class. You know what I mean?
For some reason, I don't know what he's done with his hair in the past, but for some reason he was trying out some new hair products like recently. And when I tried the Gorilla Snot, I was like, this would be perfect for my dad. So I gave him, I had the bottle I had, I gave it to him. Yeah. And I was like, here, use this. And so I think he's been liking it.
Which color do you use? There's red, there's yellow, there's green, and there's purple. I don't read Spanish, so I don't even know which one it is. If you show me that purple one, show me. You got the green. What is it? Rocco Estilo?
It's the greaser one.
Oh, Grisero? What is this? It's all in Spanish. Mocha de Gorilla.
Gorilla Galan.
That means like
brillante.
shiny or something.
Extra shiny Galan. But the funny thing is, it's not really shiny. What I like about it is that
I don't know, Don Juan. Is it not?
What I like about it is once my hair dries, it'll stay in place, but then it feels like nothing's in my hair. That's what I love about it.
Dude,
do you use a purple one?
I use a purple one.
What's the purple one?
It's like a Rocker Estilo.
Oh, the spiker one.
The spiker one, yeah.
Oh, maybe I should try that one.
But no, it's just so thick, dude. Like, look,
is that what's in your hair right now?
Nah, yeah. I mix it with a little water. How
many different episodes have we talked about hairstyles and shit? We even have an episode called Hairstyles.
Oh my god,
we sound vain as fuck right now.
Yeah, are we from San Francisco, bro? Is that what it is?
Santa Barbara, dude. That's the problem. Fucking
Galan.
Shit.
All I'm gonna say is that, dude, that baboon or whatever it is, that baboon or that monkey or that ape,
it's a gorilla. Duh.
Who knows? The
word is even the same in Spanish, Stephen, except it's missing one L. Gorilla, because otherwise it would be gorilla.
Gorilla. It should not. We did not. Mrs. Balster, if you're listening out there, good lord, we did
Sorry,
not
Mrs. Balster,
do
we
you
suck.
Justice. We had to take it. It was not an elective. It was a mandatory required thing to graduate high school.
Yes,
you showed
Mrs.
up.
Balster was one of our high school Spanish teachers.
You showed up.
Shout out to Mrs. Balster. We don't do her justice. I'm sure she's a fantastic Spanish teacher. Sorry, Mrs. Balster. But seriously, Steve and I, we sound vain as fuck right now, and that might be the truth. But, we are we're a work in progress here. We're a project, as we like to say on this fucking ridiculous podcast. And this is a bonus episode, so it's pretty much like akin to like taking out the garbage. This is just I'm just taking out the garbage of my mind with my friend Steven here. We're just taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash.
And like it's something like punctured the trash, and there's like some old like food matter that's like leaking out, and
that's it.
It's gross.
Yeah, I'm like that old beat up metal can of thoughts instead of like one of those cool city provided trash cans that you get.
Trash can of my mind.
Yeah, you're just like one of those old beat up cans. No, dude, I will tell you that we have talked a lot about hair. We have talked a lot about one of the things that we've kind of never addressed is, well, I don't know, have we talked about fashion, like men's fashion beyond a certain age?
Apparently, I don't have any fucking fashion because
you have a V-neck shirt on right now that's like not that like it's not like a straight V-neck. It's like what it is that it's like one of those. It's not a deep V. It's like
I don't like the shirt. This is not a shirt I would wear out in public.
Like it's kind of like thin
it's
in that
super
comfortable
thin.
way.
It's like see-through thin. Like,
yeah,
I think you could see my nipples or something.
Why did you buy it that way, or did you wash it so many times it became that way?
No, I bought it this way. It was more like an undershirt, like a sleep, like not a sleep shirt because I don't wear a shirt to sleep. But sometimes when it gets hot, you
feast your eyes on that, listeners.
Well, I don't sleep naked. No. I just don't wear a shirt. I mean, unless you're with me, Steven, then,
Here we go.
All bets are off.
All bets are off. No, bro. Here's what it is. I do like a black V-neck shirt. You're wearing a black V-neck shirt. It looks like it's just been well worn because it
came like this.
Dude, it's a cool look. I think and I will say this, and not to like sound any kind of weird with you, but with your hairstyle back and your deep V-neck shirt, it looks like you got a whole different personality kind of cooking on right now. It looks like a very Lothario Tim that I've never like met before.
Well, this is my new confidence.
Well, it's working, bro.
Because, I'm feeling kind of sexy. Been working out.
Go on with it, man.
Got this hair. People compliment me about shit that I never got complimented about.
Man.
I don't know, man.
Because you want me to take you back down to earth? Is that what you're asking for right now? Oh, okay, got it.
No, because I think a lot of this comes from. I like to pretend to be an asshole, and I may be an asshole in a lot of different ways. But I think that more than anything else, what I try to put out into the world is positive vibes.
Sure, absolutely.
I try to do that to no end, and for me, it's a lot of work because I don't think I was like wired as a positive person to begin with. Like biologically, I think I'm not wired that way. And I wouldn't call myself like a pessimist or negative. I think I'm more kind of a realist. But I'm very like
you're not. You certainly don't come across to me as a peppy cheerleader for everything. But that's okay.
I don't think that's me. And above all else, I need to be genuine. But I think that ultimately, I try to make the interactions with people I have. I try to leave them better, happier. Better sounds kind of like I can have the ability to make people better.
You don't want to put a negative spin on an interaction with anybody.
No. I want them to leave, whether they realize it or not, just feeling slightly happier than
when they first
talk to you.
Sure.
Yeah. Whether it's at the grocery store or some homeless person that I pass on the street or whatever it is. So I think that makes me feel better about myself. So I don't think my confidence comes from I've made a lot of changes to myself, but ultimately, I think it has to come from within, and I think that just focusing on, I don't know, there's so much negativity in the world, and it can drive you crazy,
Absolutely.
And you can get lost in it. And I think that trying to focus on the positive. No, I mean, granted, like when I say positive, like, you and me will talk shit to each other and whatever. It's like, I'm not like fucking cheerleader, pom-pom, fucking rah, rah, rah. But ultimately, I try to put a positive spin on things.
Sure, absolutely.
And I think I think people don't realize that they need it, but they need it. I think our world, I think humanity thirsts for that positivity, but I feel like it's just so easy to feed them the fucking junk food of negativity.
You know what's so crazy?
Fucking eat it all in.
I think
and now we're all becoming grossly fucking morbidly obese mentally from all of our negative fucking shit.
Should have stopped you before you became too real, Tim. We were 6 words away from going down negative Tim alley. No.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
No, who you are is who you are, right? And we just talked about that. But one of the biggest things in the world, though, is that just by even being real, just by even being a realist, right, and by being real with your experiences and all the things that you've been through, I think one of the larger things that you could ever do is that it can be something for somebody. Like one of the more perfect examples is that I was in an Uber car like in Florida like a week ago, and I've been plagued with like being caught in the past sometimes. Like, oh, I wish I was still in DC so I could be doing this. I wish I was in Santa Barbara so I could be this. I'm always like wanting to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
But one of the things that
you're trying to fill a hole in your
I'm trying to fill a hole from like the past, yeah. And it's just like one of the Uber driver was like really, really cool, and it couldn't have been a more fitting situation for a last moment of being in Florida. The Uber driver was just my age, like, oh man, I'm 37 years old, and he looked like he had a little more tread on him, like a little more worn down than I still had some more tread on me.
It's that Florida sun, dude.
It's probably that Florida sun, but he's like, I'm from New Orleans, I don't necessarily like being here, I don't necessarily, my wife is here, and I was like, that's awesome, I'm sorry, I was like, oh, I've heard that situation, I heard that scenario, and he was just being real, but you know what, I mean, I've had so many experiences, and I'm just trying to start my own business, but I was like, oh, that's cool, I didn't really know what he's kind of getting into, until like, he was actually rounding into like the airport at RSW, and he was like, all right, cool, like, one of the biggest things though is, man, is like, sometimes you can't be so caught up in the past, like, sometimes you just have to like realize that like, I don't like being here necessarily. I want to be back home, but this place has also got a lot of positives too that back home didn't have. And he was like really, really comparing it, like, this is my life now, and I just got to focus on the good things right here. And I can always want or yearn for those things, but there's so many good things out here now too. And I was like, holy crap, that's someone being real. And that's something like I was taken away from, like, holy crap, like, you're right, I'm never going to be able to go back to X, Y, and Z time that I want to always go back to. But yeah, focusing on where I am right now, this is a pretty cool place, man. I need to start looking at it from all the angles.
And you just touched on something else. Like, you were able to learn something from him.
Yeah. I was able to pull something from it. Yeah. So you have to also be kind of aware. You
have to be a sponge.
And you have to be receptive.
And we talked last episode about how you should never try to be anyone else, and I don't think so. But I think that everyone, the most unsuspecting person that you don't think you could learn anything from, you could probably learn something from.
You know what's crazy is I always think the people that are like really, really held up in high esteem sometimes for either leading man or leading other people to like hone in on themselves are great listeners, right? And I don't think that's anything arguable. I don't think we're like starting any new science. But one of the huge things, or the larger things about it is that I always like hear Tony Robbins, and I'm a big Tony Robbins fan.
Yeah.
I really, really do think that even if you don't like him and you think he's selling some mental snake oil, I go, well,
no. I think you. Oh, you just mean you in general?
No. Or if people, if random Joe Blow thinks he's selling random snake oil, mental snake oil, you're like, okay, I don't like him, dude. One of the things is that whatever it is, he's inspiring. He's inspiring other people to at least get up off the couch and go meet him in his workshops and stuff like that. But one of the bigger things is that I think he's a great listener. Like, if you've ever seen him kind of like work and talk with other people, I don't know him. I've never met him. I want to maybe one day, you know what I mean?
He lives in Del Mar, dude. We could go like knock on his door.
It would be a dream of my father and myself, you know what I mean? My dad is a huge believer.
We should go try and knock on his door. You think he has security?
I'm positive he has security. And if he's even there, he's very busy, man.
Oh, he's flying all over the place all the time.
Dude, he's like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Well, now him and Kevin Hart have something going on together.
Oh, yeah. I saw a little bit of that on IG. But one of the larger parts about it is that he's a great listener. And I think that means and I say that in quotations, meaning that he's receptive to like hearing other people. And then also, like, if I heard a story from you and I go, wow, man, that's really, really impactful, I'm going to like internalize that and maybe perhaps use that to like how I can kind of craft a better message or stronger message to the people that do listen to me.
Well, and the funny thing is, I mean, he started doing that shit when he was young, but think about like how you always, at least I feel this way, like I always have the answers to other people's problems. But I can't figure out for the fucking life of me how to fix my own.
And that's not just you. I feel like that's me, and that's a lot of people that we run into.
The funny thing is when you help someone else through a situation or you give them advice on something, it's so much easier for you to give them advice than to give yourself advice.
Because you can see the forest through the trees.
Exactly. But I think that from especially if you're perceptive and you pay attention to your own bullshit coming out of your mouth, I feel like how much has he probably learned from solving everyone else's problems? You probably learn a lot,
dude.
And it's also great for the psyche. Like, it makes you. I like helping people through problems.
One of the things that I always tell
wish I could help myself better.
Well, but like you said, you can't see the forest for the trees. No. And like, here's the problem: you're in it because you. And I will tell you this too. You are like, if problem X is available right there because you have trouble with a coworker or your girlfriend or a friend, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. You have the running, developing relationship. Oh, Steven's being really, really mean to me. Steven's being really, really nasty. I don't know why that is, but we have such a long friendship going all the way back to 1990 something. And I know him in his ups. I know him in his downs. And you have also gone along with those ups and downs with me. So when you're at that point in whatever market is in 2019 or beyond, sometimes if you're listening to this, you're like, oh, why can't I figure out this problem? It's because you've been tied to the problem since the very, very get.
Yeah, you're right. And thinking back to...
It's like a string of like chain. It's not just like a one thing that just showed up.
Well,
there's
so much tied up into all the bullshit with emotions and feelings and all that. that make it harder to see the actual like logical explanation,
dude. And
that's why, like, if I'm looking at one of your problems, you know, you're caught up in all that bullshit.
Yeah,
you're caught up in the spider web, but I can see the logical thing that maybe you can't see or don't want to see. Yeah, and that's why I can give you advice better than I can give myself advice,
dude. And that's in my perception, that's the truth, right? And I just, you know, honestly, it's so impactful, and I think it's great to have friends around, and I think it's great to have people that can see some of the stuff from a helicopter or bird's eye view.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the end, you know, it's like sometimes the helicopter person just kind of arrives on scene. The bird just kind of is flying over and took a mental snapshot of what's going on, but they don't know everything that's going down in the trenches of that forest. You know.
No, but back to your Tony Robbins thing, I think you're absolutely right. He has an innate ability to listen to someone's 15 minutes of whatever someone's story is,
sure,
and be able to get them to start crying or whatever, opening up in a way that he can actually really help them. And like, I've seen him like fix people's lives in like 15 minutes. I'm sure that doesn't happen all the time.
No, and those people are obviously there for a reason. They want to be changed. They're maybe emotionally charged already.
Yeah, and I feel like he uses, and it's a power that anyone, I mean, I think he has a knack for it, but I feel like anybody can learn how to listen, or you can at least improve your ability to listen.
Sure.
And when you listen, people will tell you things that will help you tell them what they need to hear or want to hear.
Sure.
Or solve their problems. And it's kind of funny because I feel like that's the exact same tactics that have been used by fucking scam artists for years.
Sure.
And like fake psychics and stuff, because all they do is they're just really good listeners, and they listen
pick
for
up on
little
like
tiny
nonverbal
things.
cues.
Yeah, they pick up on nonverbal cues, or, you know, different things that give them the ability to spew some bullshit back in your face that is close enough to reality. And you're someone who already paid a psychic, so clearly, you know, you want to believe. But yeah, it's interesting because I feel like Tony Robbins uses a lot of those same tactics, but he doesn't use it in a snake oil kind of way. He actually uses it to help people, which is great. That's awesome.
And I think, and I'm really saying this too, sometimes the good Lord or whoever you believe in, like, entrusts some people with that knowledge.
Invisible purple spaghetti monster.
Okay, there you go too.
In the sky.
Like they entrust certain people with the ability to carry. Now, some people have always wanted to be it. When you look at them, they don't exude trust, right? And they don't earn yours. And then you look at other people who've abused that power to the fullest hilt, and they go, well, this is the way I'm going to get some money, Creflo dollar. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just like, that's how it is. But, you know, tried and true, if this one person or a few people out there are true to their word and they don't let kind of society break them down like that, I mean, this is what it is, and this is what you kind of get. And, you know, if you're out there and you're like listening to this and you're like, holy crap, like, you know, the message is the message, and it's great, dude. Like, and if you're believing that message or you're trying to like latch onto something, hey man, you know, listening and being a part of it, and also being genuine to, I don't know, all parties in the conversation, it's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, I think we could all learn something from it. I guess the point is just try to be a better listener.
Yeah.
What does the thing go that they tell kids? You got 2 ears, 1 mouth. Use them accordingly.
Wait, how did we get on this topic, man? Because I'm trying to like track it back.
You were talking about Tony Robbins.
We're talking about gel. We're talking about looks,
Tony Robbins,
style. Fucking, I don't know how we got on this topic.
Who fucking cares?
Oh, man,
That's what a bonus episode's all about.
A bonus episode to the fullest,
fucking
man.
B-sides with Steve and Tim.
Wow, dude. If you're listening and you're like, holy crap, I don't know what they're talking about. Neither do we.
We have no fucking clue.
Oh, my gosh, dude. You know, one of the things that just came into my mind right now, and I'm going to be very honest with you, is that I remember, obviously, those Friday night football games which you used to play were great, right? Stone cold killer games. Awesome, right? Dos Pueblos versus wherever at San Marcos Stadium. Yeah. The Dos Pueblos Chargers of San Marcos Stadium.
Right.
But one of the funniest things and one of the more laughable things I really think of is that I used to look forward every Friday night to going to Denny's. Like, we didn't have no cool sock hop or the Max or the Peach Pit or nothing like that, man. It was just fucking Denny's.
Peach Pit.
It was just fucking Denny's.
Shout out to 902, the original 90210.
Luke, what is it, Luke Perry, man? Jeez, shoots,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. But I always just think to myself, like, holy smokes, man. And I remember, just like working, or not working, but wanting so badly a sundae, like an ice cream sundae at Denny's or whatever. Or no, it was called Caro's.
Yeah, it was Caro's. That's right. It was fucking Caro's. It's not even still there anymore, is it?
No. And then it became Denny's. Obviously got sold, went to Corpo, and then got sold at Denny's. But man, nothing was cooler than going to Caro's, baby.
Caro's. And then I remember like Saturday mornings or whatever for breakfast, I remember fucking Margie's and those giant fucking pancakes.
Where's Margie's? Where's Margie's?
It's like right over there.
How come I don't remember Margie's?
Brett, do you remember Margie's? Yeah. It was,
They gave you like a plate, and it was like a mountain of french fries and like a burger that was like this.
Where was this? Margins was on Calle Real?
Pancakes were like, they were like an inch thick, dude. Yeah, it was right over on Calle Real.
You know where Takanoya used to be? The Japanese.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, my God, dude. Before it became the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu place. Now it's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu place. Holy smokes, I totally forgot about that place.
I forgot what it was before Margins.
I can't
It
remember.
was Appetai? Or was it Thai food place?
Wasn't it like a Baker Square or something like that? I don't know.
Dude,
Anyways,
I totally
remember
forgot.
Margie's. It was delicious. They had giant pancakes.
Oh, my gosh.
I haven't eaten a fucking pancake in so long.
They're delicious, but
I really want a pancake right
trust
now.
me, if you're gonna go, make sure if you haven't eaten one in such a long time, they're very, very good no matter where you go. You can go to Redford's Diner on El Cajon, and they're very, very good. They're delicious. Okay, they're made over 24 hours, and you can ask them to put chocolate chips in it, and then also shreds a little bacon in there. Delicious. But if you are gonna go and eat something that you haven't eaten in a very long time, find out the best pancake, quote unquote, the best pancake everywhere, or the largest one here in San Diego, and go to that place. Especially if you haven't eaten in such a long time.
Hash House has some big ass fucking pancakes.
Oh, dude, they do.
Probably
It's
delicious.
a size. You can only order the child-sized pancake, and the child-sized pancake
It's already like flopping off the edges of the fucking
It's the size
plate.
of your computer.
Dude, Park House Eatery has some good pancakes. I've never had them, but they look really good. And they have some crazy ones like a red velvet pancake and like fucking lemon fucking something pancake.
Oh, probably.
Ricotta cheese and lemon.
Park House Eatery
is delicious. Have you been there?
No, I haven't been there.
Oh, dude, you got to
That's
go.
where I need to go. That's where I need to go.
You should go tomorrow and get a breakfast pizza. Their breakfast pizza is fucking phenomenal.
Oh, you know what? No, I have been to Park House Eatery because I think you brought me there, man. That place is good, dude.
Yeah, it's bomb, dude. And if you're gonna get anything at Park House, if you're in San Diego and you want to go somewhere for breakfast, now granted, it's like
What is
literally
it, University Heights? What is it? What,
It's like it's somewhere right over there.
or is it University Village or whatever it's called? I don't know.
Fucking one of those. There's like 5 different fucking cities,
There's
all
too
within
many
the same
different cities in the same city.
And they all. The one thing I love about that area though is like Hillcrest, North Park. They all have those really cool fucking signs that go across the streets.
Yeah.
Those are fucking badass.
Those are cool.
But yeah, if you're in San Diego, there's a ton of great restaurants. There's a ton of great breakfast spots. But one of my favorites is Park House Eatery.
It's very, very good.
But it's literally like a house. So like you got to get like if it's like a Sunday, like you better get there and expect to wait a little while.
Boy, I'm telling you. Yeah.
But their food is phenomenal, and they have like like fucking breakfast pizza. And I don't remember what I got last time, but their food is always fucking great.
It's very, very good. It's very, very good. I don't think I've ever been disappointed with any one thing, but yes, you're right. These portions are
Portuguese
ginormo.
sausage, and the Portuguese sausage is fucking phenomenal.
That breakfast pizza does look very, very good every single time someone gets it, and I never get it because I actually get like a standard traditional like eggs Benedict kind of breakfast because I like that.
Dude, and they have a bunch of different Benedicts.
Dude, you're making me want to go there tomorrow.
You should.
Are you working tomorrow? You working tomorrow morning?
No.
Aha.
I mean, I'm working, but I'm working from home.
Aha.
Steve wants to take me on a breakfast date.
Well, hey, this is how things happen. This is how things happen.
Yep.
We talk about everything and anything on a B-side track. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. We have no form or function. We just go blah 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 blah. That's
hey, you know what? Some of our fucking shit bonus episodes where we talk about nothing have more downloads than a lot of our other episodes.
Damn, they just want to hear what's going to come out of these two squealing balloons. What kind of sounds are going to be made by these two squealing balloons? And I appreciate
who knows? Who knows?
I really, really
I love
do.
how you get your Fleet cup and you get your Fleet fucking polo shirt.
Forever Fleet. You know what it is? It's actually really sad because I've been checking like the website like every now and then, just like kind of check up, see what they've like done or like if stuff's gonna go on sale or something like that. And they, as of today, they like really just put up an apology and they kind of shut everything down. So like whatever was kind of operating before, whether there had to be like some updated news or whatever, it's all gone, and it makes me kind of sad. Like. You know, I think what I may have alluded to this like last week or whatever. Whoever's listening, hey, be careful. You know, if something's really, really close to your heart, if something's really, really close to yourself or soul, just be careful who you would trust. You know, the reins or the control or the steering wheel of it to. You know, because it really, really can. Like someone can, if someone has your baby and someone has your pride and joy, someone can really, really take it for a ride and mess it up and scratch it up and really do some damage. And do I hate the guy from the Carolina Hurricanes for kind of dusting it off? I do. But at the same time, I don't know all the things that were kind of going on behind the scenes.
It's okay, dude. Just, some fingers crossed that Ebersol and Vince McMahon will have a meeting. And the XFL will take in what's left of the AAF and merge and make a 16-team league.
Hey, you know what? Great if it does it, but
turn it. There you go.
The amount of cash, holy smokes, the amount of cash that would take to kind of do something like that. But
they already have some infrastructure there. I mean, that's the thing. And I mean, dude, McMahon has more money than.
Oh Lord, he got a lot of money. That's a public company. That's a publicly traded company.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But anyways. That's all I got, really.
I just ran out of steam.
Boop, boop, doop.
Beep, beep, boop, boop, bop, bop, bop. Beep, boop.
If you're listening and you've made it this far,
I'm sorry.
There's only a few steps to go. I'm channeling my red voice from Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
Andy, or Andy's voice from Shawshank Redemption when he's trying to talk to Red. Hey, if you've made it this far, there's only a few more steps to go, Red. Underneath this tree out in the middle of Lancaster or whatever it is, wherever they fucking filmed that thing, there's a piece of shale. Doesn't look like any other stone out there. Damn, dude. And if you're willing to go a little further, it's called Say Wataneo. That's my voice of
Say Wataneo.
That's my voice of Andy Dufresne. It's not very good. Hate me. Go ahead. Hate me, but hate me and respond to me.
I like your red voice better.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
A lot of things happen behind those walls in Shawshank, but I never seen a man not quit. I can't do it now. Now I did my Andy voice.
You were so much better at it. You need some fuel from Parkhouse Eatery.
Man, I'm telling you.
This episode was brought to you by Parkhouse Eatery. No, it's not.
You don't know that you're being shouted out to.
Seriously, Parkhouse Eatery. I think we mentioned the Hash House too. You guys should all sponsor us. We have enough listeners now. We could get sponsored if we want to.
Honestly,
problem is I'm not just going to take some shit sponsor.
I think we will, actually.
Dude, I mean...
Tampax. Boy, if there's...
Actually, I do have some experience. I don't know if it was Tampax. It was whatever I was given. When I was trying to stop that bloody nose. The tampon does work.
What are we talking about here?
It does work better than tissue paper. I'll tell you that. But even that didn't stop it, dude.
I was like, what are we talking about?
I needed the TLC, the loving, skillful nursing hands of Stephen Chang and his fucking impromptu alligator clip made with some tongue depressors.
That's the only thing that works. Follow me on Instagram if you want to know how a tongue depressor thing works.
You know what you should make an Instagram channel and like a YouTube channel and just have like
some like hijacks or
do some hacks. Do some like fucking medical hacks, health hacks that you can use like around that. Dude, health hacks.
Damn, we just came up with that on a B-sides track.
Fucking health hacks, dude. That's
health hacks, not to be used outside of Stephen Chang Incorporated. Stephen Chang Incorporated number 1.
If you do anything about it, we'll sue you.
That's a legal binding contract. That's a Project Reclamation LLC.
Now we have to do it before I air this episode.
Health hacks.
I think that would be a great idea.
Oh my god! But how are we gonna do that? That'd be so funny. But what else would be?
Well, just like little, dude. Let's think of things that happen to people.
Health hacks.
Like just things that happen to people, like a bloody nose. Like my dad was just talking about how he's woken up with a bloody. I don't even know if I should air this shit. Apparently, he's woken up the last couple of mornings with bloody nose.
Okay.
I think it's just because it's been dry.
Yeah, and the allergies are probably like crazy. Right?
Yeah,
so
like a plexus, I told him to just fucking slather the inner nostrils with some fucking Neosporin before it goes to bed.
Yeah, or Vaseline.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Because
he just might have a plexus or like a gathering of.
He had that. Yeah, he had that before and he had it cauterized.
Oh, okay. Well,
but dude, health hacks, yeah, dude.
Ooh,
so like you could have like the bloody like what to do if you have like a gnarly bloody nose. Because, dude, I spent money. I went to urgent care, and they didn't do shit for me. I still came back, and I needed you to come over and fucking help me.
Yeah.
But yeah, bloody nose. There's got to be other things like just random shit people come in for that they could have taken care of at home. If
I wonder how we would do this because I would want it to be so real and so authentico. Like if I wanted to have someone actually have a real gaping bloody nose. I just can't stop.
Well, I could do that.
Yeah, just run into the wall and be like, oh,
I'll just punch myself in the nose. It'll be great.
Honest to God, I would want to do it like on wounds and stuff like that. Like I would want to honestly do it on like wounds. Like I cut myself. Oh, should I go to the hospital?
Some wound models.
Yeah, it's true. Holy smokes! Like, if you cut yourself, this is how you decide if you need to go get it gashed up.
Or like, here's the signs of staph. If you have this, you need to go to the fucking hospital, like now.
Do you have? Dude, that'd be so fun. Health hacks with
Steven and his sidekick, Tim.
Hey man,
I'm just the patient every time. I'm just like, oh gosh, I did too much cocaine and my fucking nose is all bloody. I drank too much. I drank too much and I hit the wall with my face.
My stomach hurts, dude. If I honestly could just do a bunch of stuff on abdominal.
I don't know about the. Well, then what is your health hack for abdominal pain?
Just go get some fucking
Let's talk about this. Health hacks with Steve.
I'm trying to think. Shoot, I've been gone for a little while, but
bloody nose. What you do is you pack your nose with some fucking gauze.
Yeah.
And then
you take two tongue depressors.
Or if you don't have tongue depressors, popsicle sticks would probably work.
Yeah. Tongue depressors are so wide.
Yeah, they're
wider.
wider.
You're right. I guess you'd have to buy tongue depressors.
You'd have to buy tongue depressors, but you might have popsicle sticks, or you might have popsicles. So then get the popsicle stick off the popsicle.
I don't know what you would do. You could probably even use chopsticks, but it would just have to be so tight. Like,
well, the thing is, you get the two, and you have to tape. You have to tape them
just
together.
Tape them together at the top.
You tape them. I think you just the more. I think if you're using popsicle sticks, you need to tape them down further. So like half of it is taped.
Yeah, but then
they'd have
to separate though. That's
they have
the
to
only
separate. That's what I'm saying. Just halfway down.
Damn, this health hack needs to be.
And then basically you make these little clips that make you talk like this.
You make it so tight and you press it, and then when it hurts, press it just a little
bit further. Yeah, just a little bit further, and then you just leave it that. And then you watch TV for like 2 hours, maybe an hour, and then by the time you pull it out, you'll be good.
Bam.
Abdominal pain. Steven, what do you do for abdominal pain?
It's really, really about hydrating yourself. That's kind of it. It's about, but anyways, it's about like, just like letting it run its course. And it's like,
what if I'm really hungover? Do you have a good hangover cure?
Yeah, just put 2 waffles in front of you and eat those.
Carbs.
I mean, honestly.
And grease. I feel like grease helps hangovers too for some reason. Is there anything to that?
What, grease?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just the fat it will either absorb, but like really, really the carbohydrates are going to absorb like the alcohol that's kind of free floating.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. But anyways.
Gatorade.
Oh, don't worry. But this is a project to come.
Headache? Headaches are a weird one.
Go back to sleep. Like, honestly, headaches sometimes have to do with hydration. So, like, I had this stupid friend for a long time. She'd always like, oh, my head hurts. I'm always having such a pounding headache. And I always go like, hey, did you drink any water today? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, you were working all day as a nurse and you didn't drink any water? Yeah, but I don't like water. And I'm like, I think I figured out why your head hurts. Because basically your brain's fucking like water. I mean, dude, think about it. It operates on glucose and water. And so, or like, fluid. So it's like you don't have any fucking stuff.
If you haven't been drinking water, just think about, dude, your blood. If you're dehydrated, your blood is like fucking mud running through your veins.
It's a little more viscous for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, it's like sludge.
Dude, and she was like, oh, my head hurts so badly. And I'm like, oh, stop whining. Like, stop fucking whining. Like, do something about it then. I tried taking Tylenol. I'm like, it has nothing to do with Tylenol at this point. Like, hydrate, just drink a whole bottle of water. Find a liter of water.
What's the thought behind the caffeine and Excedrin helping with headaches?
Is that it forces it through. So, like, yeah.
Doesn't caffeine, doesn't it constrict your blood vessels?
Yeah, but it creates a pressure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't Viagra dilate your blood vessels? You could take Viagra for a headache.
Correct. So it's a vasodilator. That's what allows your penis to
So it just opens up all your blood vessels.
Yeah, it opens up your blood vessels, so it can you can get that boner jams. Oh wait.
That's why the vasoconstrictors don't work for boner jams.
Yeah. But if you take like a nitroglycerin or something like that, that's why it's always like kind of funny. Like the funny thing.
What is nitroglycerin?
Nitroglycerin is a vasodilator as well that opens up the blood channels, so that if you're feeling chest pain because of stricture or because of if there's like a narrowing of any kind of vessel in your heart, then it just kind of like forces it back in or allows it to have easier flow.
So I mean, is that really still a thing? People who have heart problems keep nitroglycerin tabs and then they pop one under the tongue.
Absolutely. You take them every 5 minutes. You can take up to 3.
Because aspirin is decent for the same thing because it thins your blood, right?
Exactly. So yeah, you don't want to have any kind of blood clot issues, especially if you have a cardiovascular event. Yeah, that's just kind of it. But what do I know?
Well, this is Health Hacks with Stephen Chang.
Health Hacks with Stephen Chang, a project to be worked on and further developed.
I think this is a great idea.
Nice.
Could be a moneymaker.
All right, everybody. That's all I got.
All right, y'all. Be good. Be good. Be good to people. Be good to yourself.
Deal done.
Go do something cool.
Do something.
Go do something cool. And if you enjoyed this garbage of our minds and our mouths, you're welcome. If not, I'm sorry. We'll try better next time.
We try.
It's a project. What can I say? Well, until we speak again, peace out.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.